When you're solving for an unknown angle inside of a triangle, the first thing you need to know is that every single triangle, the interior angles, the three angles, always add up to 180 degrees. No matter how small or how large, the angles always add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so with that information, let's solve this first one. We've got a 50 degree, 30 degree, and an unknown angle. So, because we know all the interior angles add up to 180 degrees, I can simply say 50 degrees plus 30 degrees plus my unknown angle, which is B, is equal to 180 degrees. You may see the answer already, but let's go ahead and work it out. 50 plus 30 is 80 degrees, and I'm going to leave off the degree symbols from now on, but it's 80 plus B is equal to 180, and I want to isolate this B, get it by itself, so I'm going to subtract both sides by 80, and I end up with 100 here, and that goes to 0. So B, our angle B, is 100 degrees. And if we were to go back and add 100 plus our 30 plus our 50, we will get 180 degrees. And that's a confirmation that we know we've done this thing right. So let's look at this next triangle. And this is the second thing you need to know, is that when you have an angle here, it says 35 degrees, we've got our unknown angle, C, but then we have this angle. If you're not familiar with this symbol right there, that just tells you you have a right angle. And what that means is you have two lines that are perpendicular to each other, and those two lines form a 90-degree angle. So now we know this angle is 90 degrees. So with that information, we can solve this next one. So we can say 35 degrees plus 90 degrees plus our unknown angle C is equal to 180. So 90 and 35 is 125 plus our C is equal to 180. And now, again, I want to isolate my C, so I'm going to subtract 125 from both sides. This goes to 0. I'm left with C on that side of the equation. And 180 minus 125, 10 minus 5 is 5. 8 goes to 7, 7 minus 2 is 5. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So C is 55 degrees, and that is our answer. Again, let's go ahead and check it, and we can check it by adding 35 plus 90 plus 55. All of these should add up to 180. 5 and 5 is 10, 10, 34 to 15, wait a minute, 10 and 5 is 15, 16, 17, 18, that is 180, check. Almost saw that one wrong. Okay. So now, let's look at this last one. We've got 32 degrees, 50.5 degrees, and an unknown angle. Okay, so all we've got to do is add these up. So we have 32 plus 50.5 plus our x is equal to 180. And 32 and 50.5 is going to be 82.5. Okay, and then plus x is equal to 180. And now I'm going to isolate my x by subtracting 82.5 from both sides. That goes to 0. Now we've got x is equal to. Now when we're subtracting decimals, don't forget to add that decimal at the end of 180. It's always there, we just don't usually write it. And then go ahead and add a 0 placeholder. It makes it easier to subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. That goes to 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. Then we have 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. Now, especially on this kind, when you can't really obviously see these are equal to 180, definitely check this one out. And when you're on a quiz or a test, if you've got the time, this is a great thing to do. It'll get you those few extra points to help you with your grade. 5 and 5 is 10. 7, 8, 9, 10 again. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 5 is 18. So that works. All right, well, I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next one.